Let's get our next spin effect, chat. What we using? Retail? All right, let's do it.
Let's get going.
Here we go.
I've got to hurry and save
Yeah.
the piece.
For the update video for the last release, I make the orb meme. Yo, let's go, Cosmic. Worth it. That was funny. What was I saying? Oh yeah, for the last release update video, I played through all of Team Attack Amigo, and Team Attack Amigo, it's not great. Tails' Radical Train and Kingdom Valley are pretty fun, but pretty much every other stage is either extremely automated or just downright terrible. Unless you're cheesing with Omega, actually playing as Omega in the original game is god-awful. He's so bad. When you're cheesing with Omega, he's great.
Go ahead and push the gate switch so he doesn't get out.
Is it two of them? I thought it was only Crisis City. Tails' Radical Train was legitimately cool. It was probably my favorite stage of Team Attack Amigo.
Thanks for waiting, Sonic.
Thank you, Tails. You saved me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I was only thinking about Team Attack Amigo, though. It's a hard DLC? I don't really think Team Attack Amigo was intended to be a hard DLC. It was just kind of meant to be a level pack. Whereas the very hard is, obviously.
Yahoo!
I would say that Sonic and Shadow, maybe just Sonic. See ya, Foxy. Sonic's very hard, I would say, is pretty fun. Shadow's very hard is not great, and Silver's very hard is literally identical to... Or not literally identical, but basically identical to his hard variant. Which is why I'm hoping that Chaos takes that to do a few creative liberties and give us maybe some more Blaze and Amy sections to vary up. Silver's very hard.
Just made it.
I'll also be interested because what challenges Silver in the original 06 doesn't challenge him in P06. So.
Elise, hold on tight.
Omega is not fine in retail. Omega is very not fine. The fact that every attack you do other than the shotgun blast completely stops him in a game where enemies can shoot missiles and he's also massive. But at least with Rouge and Knuckles, you don't have to actually defeat any enemies. Like in Omega's Team Attack Amigo, you have to defeat enemies.
I'll have to beat all the enemies to get through here.
I don't actually know if there's any very hard where you have to defeat enemies with Knuckles or Rouge.
Nice.
I don't know, that's hard. Worst character in 06.
So
I mean, Sonic and Blaze are kind of omitted from the conversation, which is nice. And Tails is not great, but I guess he's harmless at most.
This is a
Anyway, chat, we're in White Acropolis. Get your cat jams, cat jams, cat jam jams, and Stumbo jams out. In addition, exclamation mark jam and jam in the chat to get about to party along with us, and let's rave. I literally forgot about Amy again. I guess I'm just blocking retail Amy out of my brain or something.
Yahoo!
I don't actually know if Silver is fine or not.
Now that's a big snowball.
He functions. Yeah, I mean, the levitate is so forgiving. Well, it also doesn't help, Eater, that you don't only just play as Amy in Dusty Desert, you also do a town mission with her, which you're forced to defeat enemies. But I think there's something like in the PS3 version, like a bunch of the enemies just blow themselves up in that town mission, which I guess is kind of nice. And then you also play as her in End of the World in White Acropolis, actually. And it's pretty terrible there, too. It's great in P06, though.
Just leave it to me. Yeah. I think you can.
Yeah, watching you develop P06 has just opened my eyes so much to, like, the best ways I think a moveset can be designed for a Sonic character. And when they have complex movesets like they do in P06, I genuinely think, like, the biggest thing is animation canceling. Like, it's so important. Like, even from the Shadow release to the Silver release, Silver's flow has improved so much just because you can animation cancel, like, pretty much all of his moves. And when I think about it, it's like, anytime Sonic characters are, like, super duper good, it's when you can cancel their moves and animations out of each other. Which, I mean, makes sense, obviously, because Sonic's all about speed and flow, so the animation canceling contributes to entering that flow state. I don't actually... Are there any moves that you can't cancel out of? I'm pretty sure, like, every single move, as of patch 1.4, has some sort of cancel you can do with it. Maybe the bound attack? Alright, Chad, let's get the 360! Whoo! I think a big change that goes pretty much unnoticed was you changing Silver's psychic shot to where he starts walking immediately. Yeah, I think he starts walking instead of going from canceling states. My bad, Beats. You're right. Kappa or not, I'll use the correct term for the devs out there.
The whole city's on fire.
Just to be the only person in class? I mean, do you need the credit?
Because it'll burst forth to try and surprise me.
Back when I was gonna do education, there was an education class that I took that was once a week, and it was 3 hours from 4 to 7:20 p.m. It was awful. Thanks for the 360s, guys. Always appreciate them.
Okay, let's blast through here.
Well, now I'm sitting here thinking, like, Shadow's like the only hedgehog that I feel like could use tweaking. What's up, Breaklectic? It's going well. Just kind of getting into the swing of Gemless Sonic. Because I submitted for GDQ's first step, which is like their getting into speedrunning show, and this is a good beginner category for Project 06. Probably the beginner category for Project 06, because, you know, you play as the main character. You don't have as many elements to deal with.
It looks like I can jump from there.
Doing education? Yeah, I wanted to be a teacher. I mean, I do a lot of teaching here. On the back end with helping people with OBS and teaching people how to play this game. I suppose so, Gordon. Yo, let's go. I am the toddlers. Gordon is the toddlers, it's true. Let's see, I'm trying to think, like, Omega? I mean, obviously, personally, I would love for Omega to have a spin jump and badnik bounce of sorts. Not the actual animation, but just the mechanic justified in some way. Rouge?
was incredible.
Yeah, I can't think of anything for Rouge. I actually really like how Rouge's moveset is super simple, but it's incredibly, like, potent for moves. There's not a lot of overlap in her moveset.
Gotta be careful not to fall off here. Whoa, are you all coming out to say
It's okay, you'll pay it back later. Smile.
the head? Gotta hit it once when it comes into view.
There are a lot of button presses. This is a very high intensity game, especially in Gemless with all the spin dashing. With Blaze, the only problem I have with Blaze is that all three of her moves kind of do the same thing, and the Fire Claw is so much better at fulfilling the role that both the Crow Attack and the Fire Tornado have, which I think I talked about in the tier list video. But I remember Chaos, you saying something about wanting to change what the Crow Attack does, so that'll probably help the diversity of it. I also feel like the Spinning Claw is a really good casual move, too. I know there were some people that, like, were like, not everything's about speed running. It's like, yeah, I know. But my experience with P06 is with speed running, so of course Why are you going that way? Because I don't know the route, Rev, and I don't want you to backseat me. Actually, shorten the cooldown damage receptors when using homing attack mode. Okay, my bad. No, it's fine. Double bounce the rail like Shadow. Oh, you mean in section 2. I thought you meant in section 1. Okay, I can do that. I do kind of want to figure it out myself, though, but yeah, I get you. As long as you're nice about it, it doesn't bother me. I'm sensitive.
Just made it.
Being able... Oh, so you couldn't mash the homing attack?
Sonic, shouldn't you save the train before chasing after me?
Eggman.
I mean, the enemies...
So help. Gotta hurry.
Like, having the enemies, like, shield to encourage using other moves.
Hurry up and cross this scale.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got to get ahead and help the train.
Mashing the homing attack is nice, and like the only situation where it really causes a problem is the fact that Shadow's chaos attack is slower. Like, I wouldn't be against having the chaos attack be exclusive to level 1 chaos boost.
I better hurry.
Because it is faster there.
Elise's train is... Uh-oh, gotta speed up.
Hey, I never said I could take it, Cosmic. I only dish it out.
Yes! Is Elise on board? I'm almost there. Elise, hang on. Yeah!
There's no winning.
That
But
was
what
incredible.
about making it to where like the enemy would guard? Like if it has multiple hit points, Like making it to where you could homing attack an enemy, but then it would guard further homing attacks for like a couple seconds. And that would encourage you to use the bound attack with Sonic, or I mean, I guess to use Shadow's Chaos attack or his other moves.
Sonic, it looks like you can grab that ball.
Indicating it's a player? I mean, that's what hint rings are for, I'd say.
We're getting out of the game.
There are a certain amount of things where it should be like, that's kind of on you, you know? Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about, Beats. But you said it in a better way, as usual.
Let's rip.
Woo!
Elise, are you all right?
Yes.
Gotta make sure I don't fall in the water.
It does say in the disclaimer of Project 06 that everything is subject to change. Like, there were a decent amount of folks that were not happy with the fact that Silver's teleport dash got nerfed just to be rebuffed. But overall, I think it's better for the game, because what matters is, like, I mean, being able to play these demos is awesome, of course, but it's also like, will it be better for the game in the end? Slowing down combat? I mean, it slowed down the ability for Silver to move, which I'd argue is a lot more important than the combat. The only real problem that the no delay homing attack brings is, no, Rev. Is the fact that Shadow's Chaos attack is slower. That's the only problem for me that it introduces, is that if Shadow didn't have the Chaos attack at base, he would be able to defeat enemies faster, just with homing attack spam.
Man, the staircase is damaged.
I mean, isn't that how it works in the original game, too? I remember Chaos talking about how it's like he made... the delay... What?
Those enemies seem to be
I'm talking about that if Shadow's homing attack worked just like Sonic's and didn't have... and he just didn't have the Chaos attack, that it would be better because it can defeat enemies faster. Because Sonic can defeat enemies with homing attack spam faster than the Chaos attack defeats enemies. That's what I mean. And that's why, like, I suggested, like, the Chaos attack be only in Chaos Boost level 1. Because it is faster in Chaos Boost level 1 because it does the extra damage. Aw, dang, I messed up.
Yeah.
That's the only problem I have with the homing attack delay.
Gotta be careful not to fall off here. Whoa!
Because there are only 3 characters with the homing attack anyway. Runs have been all right. We're actually on a really good PB pace right now. And there's going to be some interesting commentary if this PBs for the VOD.
That's a lot of enemies. Sonic, leave this up to me. You go after Elise. Silver, it's all yours.
I don't know. I think less of making Sonic and Blaze's homing attack worse to make the Chaos attack more potent is, for me, not the right way to go about it. Like, straight up removing the Chaos attack from base Shadow is what I would do. And just have the Chaos attack being Chaos Boost level 1. That's what I would do.
Yeah! That was incredible!
Right, the only problem with that is, like, the combo system only is, like, superfluous if you don't care about rank and stuff like that. That's what makes it so hard, right? Is it's like, all these moves are really cool, but it leads to a lot of them being useless because the characters have so many moves that it's just kind of inevitable that some of them are better than others.
This used to be a Soliana laboratory. It looks like it was really advanced.
Yeah. I mean, like, having stuff in a game for the sake of just having it in the game, I think is a good thing. Like, I'd say it's like a healthy thing for a game to have. Like, not every single thing has to have an explicit purpose or something. It's like, oh, if you want to defeat enemies with Blaze's Pro attack, or do you want to use the Spinning Claw? Like, it doesn't matter. Because obviously having all these different moves can bring a lot of personality to the characters as well. Because, like, it's kind of obvious that Blaze, yeah, should probably be able to pounce on enemies like a cat. And not just have the...
Sonic, there must be a switch for the door. Leave it up to me.
See, I've thought about stuff like that, Neff. Like, back when we were talking about how to balance the tornado kick. And I think that's just kind of too complicated. Like, having something like that, I don't think is very easy to convey. Kind of like how we were talking about with, like, the shield guard and stuff.
Okay, that's the switch. Just wait, Sonic.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm hearing you, Gordon. That makes sense.
Dang it! When the door opens, it activates the robots. Tails, Knuckles, be careful.
Like, that makes sense. Like, if you don't care about the, I'm not talking about speeding up the Chaos attack. I'm talking about straight up removing the Chaos attack from base Shadow. So, like, functionally, the Shadow's homing attack would be identical to Sonic. But the Chaos attack would still be in level 1 boost, how it is
I'll take care of the rest.
in the game right now. I'm just saying that's what I would do.
Them all down. Dang, where's the switch to turn off the laser?
Because you don't have to, you know...
Thanks. All right, let's roll.
Because that's like my problem with it, is that Sonic's homing attack defeats enemies faster than Shadow's Chaos attack. So it gives Chaos Boost level 1 more of a distinction by actually, like, getting an additional move in the Chaos attack.
There's still this many left.
Because in Chaos Boost level 1, the Chaos attack defeats enemies faster. But, like, if it's important, like, for the identity of P06 for the Chaos attack to stay in base Shadow's moveset, then that's fine.
That was incredible.
Elise is on that battleship? Wait up, we're coming!
It's significant to him more as you... I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I am not majority of players. That's why I talked about how... I don't remember if I mentioned this in the tier list video or not, but how I've talked about before that if none of the characters change, it'd be fine. The characters are fine. They're all okay the way they are. These are just very small, incremental little changes that I would like the game better for. Or that would make the game better for me, I guess. Which is the only perspective I can talk from, really. Because I have a different relationship with this game. You know, roof launches. You know, we joke about the roof launches all the time. Roof launches will not affect majority of players. Yeah, you ever stand on your house and think, what if? 99% of people that play P06 will not do a roof launch. But it's cool that it's there. Similarly to the, like, movable chaos boost was one big thing. Like, does that really matter to players? Like, to a vast majority of the players? No. But I think it's a small incremental change to Shadow's moveset that can make things much better. Also, PB, going for the sub 24 next. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.